You can set it in stone. Tomi Lahren says it. This is Ron versus Don. So when we talk about the negative attacks, it's one-sided right now. Right now, it's very frustrating to me, and we've had this conversation before, that Donald Trump continues to go after Ron DeSantis because it's like going after an imaginary friend right now when Ron DeSantis hasn't even announced yet. So it looks like Trump is already upset, anxious, and I don't think that that's a good look for him.
A one-sided fight isn't a fight. Tomi Lahren is right. What in the world did I just say? Trump feels threatened by someone, and that someone is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who hasn't even announced that he's going to make a bid to become president in 2024. Even with that, DeSantis clearly got to where he is now due to Trump, with Trump's help, and tapping into Trump's base. So yeah, while 45's verbal attacks are petty, we already knew he would do this. This is who he is. But I wonder if DeSantis looks weak to Trump supporters for not responding or retaliating in any way. Or are Trump supporters turned off by what Donald is doing?
No candidate's a given. You know, I'm a Trump supporter. I've been a Trump supporter, but that doesn't mean that Trump automatically has my vote. I want to see the two of them have great policy debates, to Monica's point.
TYT audience, if you were going to break up with someone that you're not really in a relationship with, a former president in this case, that raised your profile by merely overtly supporting them, despite your better judgment, but you may need to leave the door open for the next guy because he could easily become president, this is the way you do it. Not that any of you would need to learn this skill, but Tammy is definitely going to roll with whichever one of these guys wins. She knows that being loyal to Trump in 2024 could be like going down with the ship, and Team DeSantis is unlikely to scoop her up along the way. So this rhetoric from Tanya will serve as her life preserver.
Also, it's going to come down to this between Ron and Don. It's going to come down to who can convince us that they can win. We know that their policies are going to be very similar, and we love that because we love America first. We love what Donald Trump did for this country. We love what Ron DeSantis has been doing for Florida.
Tony may make this seem like it's about policy, but this is just about her career.
Something I know that we firmly disagree on, besides the place of government, is our current president.
The biggest issue I have with him is the way in which he conducts himself. Some of the lies, it's like pathological. Like, you don't even need to lie about some of the stuff that you're lying about. It's just weird.
I think there's a difference between exaggeration and lying, but then there's also a difference between, you know, I lied about this.
Define liar.
Well, a liar is you're blatantly trying to mislead people. He exaggerates when he says my crowds were the biggest crowds. I think that's an exaggeration.
That's a lie, though.
After all, she can just lie or exaggerate about who she even voted for. This Tennessee governor knows that he dressed in drag when he was younger, but it didn't keep him from passing anti-drag legislation. You can find a link for this video in the description below. For more of my content, look for me on my YouTube channel called We Gonna Be Alright, or click on the Jeff Wiggins hashtag. And as always, my architect knows Japanese.